On this exercise, we're going to be working on getting our hip hinge and then making sure we're weight shifting. So what we're going to do when we weight shift is we want to weight shift backwards into the back part of our hips. You can weight shift laterally where it's side to side, but on this one, we're really going to make sure that we're shifting back posteriorly, back towards the back wall. So when you do this, I want you to have something to hold on to, and that's going to make sure that when you do this, you try not to kick your back in. So you're going to get as close as you can to your countertop here, and you're going to lean over and put your hands on the countertop, whatever's more comfortable. If it's a high one, you might want to put your hands up here on your elbows. If it's lower, you want to extend your arms. Your feet are going to be just a little bit shoulder width apart, not too far. And then we want to make sure that we're hip hinging it. If you need a reminder, what you can do is put your hands right here in what we call the panty line. And then when we hip hinge, what we want to do is we want to lean forward to try to take our belly and bring it and try to crunch our hands. And as we shift, what's going to happen is we're going to shift our weight to our heels. So we're starting off with our weight in the center of our feet right here. Then as we hip hinge appropriately, we're going to feel that weight shift to the back of our heels. And then we're going to come up. Now when you do this, you can get a little bit of slight knee bend going. And to do the hip hinge, you're just going to still feel that weight shift backwards. If the weight's not shifting to your heels when you're bending forward with a knee bend, make sure that you're really shifting it, because if you're feeling a lot of your quads activating, it's because we're not shifting and using our glutes more. Also, when you're hip hinging, making sure that we're not having our head up, because that'll tend to kick our back muscles in, and that's something we're trying to avoid with this motion. So we're getting close to our table or our countertop. We've got our feet shoulder width apart. We're going to hip hinge with our hands on the table. We're going to shift our weight onto our heels. And then what I want to do in this position is I'm just going to shift my weight all the way on one side. So I'm taking all my weight off my left side here, and I'm feeling it all on my right leg. I do feel my quad kicking in, but what I want to do is I want to hinge a little bit more at my hip. As I'm hinging more at my hip, my booty is going back. I'm bending at both sides of the booty, but what I'm doing is I'm just putting more weight on one foot versus the other. If you feel your back starting to kick in just a little bit, I want you to try to tuck your pelvis under and contract your abs a little bit. You can even push down into the table a little bit more, and what you feel is you push into the table with your ab contraction, then it'll contract a little bit more. So that you can see from a different angle, I'll show you this way. So I'm getting my little hip hinge, slight knee flexion. My hands are in front of me on the table. And all I'm doing is I'm just shifting my weight from one heel. And I really feel the weight going back through here. So as I do that, you can see that as I'm shifting my weight, I want my booty to stay here and go back a little bit more. I don't want it to pop out to the side. We're going to feel that more on the side of the hip. With this exercise, when we weight shift on the one side, we want to feel it through here and a little bit in here. If I need a little bit more contraction in the glute, what I'm going to do is give myself that little bit of, I'm here, I've shifted my weight onto my right leg, I'm going to tuck my butt under just a little bit, get my abs to fire, and then I really feel this glute kick in a little bit more. So let's do this one more time together. Get in position close to the table, feet hip width apart, little bit of knee flexion, just a little bit, hands on the table. We are going to hip hinge, so we're shifting our weight to the back of our heels. Now I'm going to make sure my back's not kicking in. And in this position, I'm going to shift all my weight to one foot. As I do this, I'm still having my knees flexed. I'm feeling the back of my booty kick in a little bit more. To enhance that contraction, I'm going to tuck my butt in just a little bit, get my abs firing, push into that table slightly. I can really feel everything firing a little bit more, and then I'm going to relax.